Hey everyone, SA Bogan here with a video number 1. I'm going to show you the settings of the Xterra 705, and then after that going to show you what I have been using just at the local parks around our properties. So first of all, we have the power button. Push that, turn her on. Now, as you can see down the bottom left corner of the screen, the presetting 1 is automatically selected when turning on the machine. There are 4 presettings of discrimination that are pre-programmed in by Minelab. You can also alter this, as I'll show you a little bit further into the video. So after switching it on, we have 2 modes here. We have coin and relic. As you can see, the coin up in the top of the screen. If I'm to press that again, we are now in prospecting mode, which you will see the little pickaxe at the very top there. Coming back to the coin and relic, once again puts you straight into the discrimination presetting number 1, which will then, as you can see, get rid of the discrimination bars at the bottom of the screen. So a few things that you'll need to do as you're setting up the Xterra: press the menu button. First should be the sensitivity. This will allow you to change the depth in which the coil is going into the ground to detect the targets. Next, we have the noise cancelling channel. So basically, the Xterra 705 will let you manually choose what is the quietest channel to search on. What I mean by this is electric interference can affect the audio of the detector. You can either manually find the quietest channel, or by simply pressing the prospecting relic mode button, it will automatically search for the quietest channel. When doing this, you'll need to have the coil raised above the ground, so not touching. At the moment I have it rested against the ground for filming purposes. So it's now found that -1 is the best channel to have the noise cancelling set to. Pressing the menu button once again, we've come to the threshold. Now, I've recently spoken to the owner of Miner's Den down here in Adelaide, and he has told me that you'll want to have it so you can just hear the hum. That way the smaller targets aren't drowned out by the sound of the threshold. I'll turn up here to see if we can hear it. So you can hear a buzz sound. Recommended to drop it off until you can't hear it. The next here is your audio. Have it as soft or as loud as you like. Obviously you want to hear your targets, so I have mine up pretty loud. Your tone setting, this will control what sound the detector will make once it is going over a target. Mostly selected is number 4, which I've seen quite a lot of videos on YouTube doing the same, and that's what I use personally. It also has 99, which is quite difficult in my opinion, being new, to decipher what the target sounds are. And then we have come back to the sensitivity. So exiting out with the pinpoint button, we now have ground balancing. Bottom right hand here, you'll see the coil with up and down arrow. Simply press that. It then is now telling me what number ground balance my detector is currently set at. So just like when you're looking for the clearest channel, if you want auto ground balance, you simply press the prospecting coin mode. At this point you would be pulsing the detector up and down a couple inches off of the ground, trying to find the best ground balance, so it's to make your detecting easier with mineralization in the soil. I'm fairly lazy when it comes to that, and I'm actually using the auto track, so it does the ground balancing for you as you're moving along. When I get out, I actually want to start detecting ASAP, so I have this setting on all the time, especially at the beach. And finally here we've got in the top right hand corner, as I was mentioning earlier, with your presetting from Minelab of discrimination, you can actually press the tick or cross button, and that will allow you to go up and down in the target ID, and say you don't want the target number 2 to be audio sounding, you can simply just press that button again and the little trash can pops up to show that it has been discriminated against. To exit out of that, simply press the pinpoint mode twice and you're back. Okay, so as I mentioned at the very beginning, I'll quickly show you what I use at the park. After turning it off and on, straight to all metal mode. I don't really want to discriminate against anything. And I will hit the auto tracking, which will automatically ground balance for me. Sensitivity all depends on the, I guess, targets in the ground, if it's trashy or not. If I have a fairly clean park, I can use something like 20 or even close to say 25. If it's fairly trashy and I don't want to be digging everything up, I will actually drop it all the way back down to say around about 15. And if you're going around the play equipment, I will drop it to around about 10, as the coil is fairly strong and will pick up the metal within the play equipment regardless of whatever you use, but you can actually get fairly close without losing a lot of depth. Once I've got that, also select the noise cancel channel, let that do it automatically, and I'm pretty much set up to run around and have a bit of a dig. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please subscribe. The more subscribers will give me the encouragement to continue, and you guys can suggest and ask questions if you like. I'll probably make another video on beach detecting, take it down there and show you the settings I use down there. Thanks for watching, everyone.